Welcome to HB Unfiltered Sports Talk. Once again, I'm joined by the Stiff Brownie, the intern, and the dirtbag. Remember to go to our website, www.hbunfilteredsportstalk.com. Check out our merchandise. Hit support if you can. Help us out. We're trying to turn this into something big. And also try to follow us on YouTube. Tell all your friends, family members, people you don't even like, possibly hate. Doesn't matter.
Free. It's free.
People. It's
Come
free
on.
$99. Just hit like and subscribe on YouTube. It's really going to help us try to grow this thing. We think we're on to something good, but we still need your help and tell us what we're doing wrong, what we're doing right.
Sure.
So
I love when they tell us what's wrong. Tyler.
Yeah.
Tyler.
yes, yeah, bring it, bring it. Keith Harper too. We got some guys like clones already, kind of like Jim Rome. We're starting to build up a little
hate group
of guys
trolls.
telling us
Of trolls. Trolls. I
Yeah,
love it.
our trolls, and you're welcome to always come on our show, and
And debate.
fight it out. Okay, let's go, Stiffy B.
Hey, let's finish up baseball, shall we?
Yeah, let's go back to the MLB. What do you got?
All right, we got a lot of hot teams. Our hot teams this weekend are Atlanta at Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's hot though.
Nope, not as hot as Atlanta.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh,
I know
okay.
Cincinnati. I know
All right.
Cincinnati just got Votto back. I want to see what happens with Votto in the lineup.
He's almost 40 years old. Forget that guy. It's
Yeah.
Ellie De La Cruz.
But it changes the lineup. So I'm curious to see what happens with Cincinnati.
De La Cruz
And
is a freak.
Atlanta is just Atlanta. They're just super
Okay.
studs. So, anyways, Kansas City is at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is. I don't know what kind of bookies you guys use out there, but if you've got somebody that's allowing you to do future bets currently on the AL winner and the World Series winner, I would definitely I'd sprinkle some money on Tampa Bay. They're unbelievable.
Yeah,
that pitching lineup's just stupid. That rotation.
They have a great starting rotation, and they have an awesome bullpen, and their hitters are quality.
100%. So
Yeah.
that being said, Baltimore, they have Seattle in town. I love Baltimore. They're still kicking ass, and they're taking names. And they're a great team. So
It's great to see the Orioles back playing well. It's been a very long time. They haven't been good for I don't know how many years, but hell, the city of Baltimore, which has been reeling the last couple of years, they need something like this to cheer on. So it's good to see the Orioles finally start playing well.
Texas, even though they struggled a little bit this week, they're at New York Yankees. The Yankees are not good because they don't have Judge in the lineup, period. And I'd beware if Garrett Cole throws. I'd probably beg off that game, but I do like Texas all weekend. Wow, I don't know if this team's hotter. We talked about them earlier today. The Los Angeles Angels, I absolutely love them.
Of Anaheim.
Yep, of Anaheim. They are in Colorado.
Ohtani, must see TV.
Yeah, let's see what Ohtani and Trout can do
Yeah.
in Colorado. It's going to be pretty amazing. So I'm definitely going to be on the Angels. And last but definitely not least, Boston Red Sox. They're playing consistently good baseball. And on the flip side, they're at Chicago, and they're playing the White Sox, and the White Sox are just garbage.
AKA the Boston Dodgers. I mean, Justin Turner, Verdugo,
Yep.
Enrique Hernandez, Kenley Jansen, they're all stepping up, playing well after leaving the Dodgers, helping the Red Sox. What a division, huh? The Red Sox, the Yankees, the Rays, and the Blue
Baltimore.
Jays.
And Baltimore.
And Baltimore.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, all of them seem like they should make the playoffs.
Absolutely. So, again, to recap, your hot teams, Atlanta, Tampa Bay, Baltimore, Texas, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and Boston. Your cold teams, New York Yankees, again, no Judge. The Washington Nationals, I'm not sure who they're playing this weekend, but they're not very good. Kansas City is awful, and the Chicago White Sox is awful. But I do want to put this team in there, and the reason I'm putting him in there is because their bullpen is absolute fucking garbage. The LA Dodgers.
Yeah, Dodgers are reeling.
I'm watching great starting pitching, and granted, Dave Roberts sucks, big donkey dick. But that being said,
Ouch.
That being said, their bullpen, they don't have anybody to close. They've got this they got this lefty I've never even heard of.
Maybe that's why he left Grove in.
I mean, they got this. I don't even know who the lefty is. It's closing games, giving up 5 runs in a ninth.
Vasia or Gonzalez?
Yeah, and I'm paying minus 300 favorite, meaning that I'm putting up $300 to win $100. Dodgers have a 5-run lead, and this jackass gives it up.
Yeah, just go
I'm not
against
allowing that to happen anymore.
Yeah.
Their bullpen's garbage. Until they fix that, I'm not on them. So I don't think you should as well.
The Giants came in to Dodger Stadium and swept them for the first time in a long time,
And the
I mean, they crushed them.
And the Giants aren't. They're not bad. I don't want to say the Giants are bad, but they're not good. They're not like a top echelon team. They're middle of the road team. They're not as good as the Arizona Diamondbacks, in my opinion.
Nope.
So obviously the worst team in that division is the Colorado Rockies. But that being said,
Yeah, the Dodgers are in third. I've always looked at the Dodgers as being in first place. You got the D-backs in first, and then you got the Giants.
Deserve it.
And then you got the Giants, then the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And then the Padres are behind that, starting to play a little bit better.
It's hard for me to bet on the Padres right now because they're just way too inconsistent. I'd like them to get hot, but obviously the reason I've kept them off the list this entire season is because they're just too inconsistent. They'll win one, they'll lose one, they'll win two, they'll lose two. It just sucks.
They're a team. Obviously, if you're a Padre fan, you love them. But anybody else that's got to hate this team. Soto, overrated, cocky. Machado, he's good, but he's cocky. And then Tatis Jr., another good player, and he's cocky. Oh, these guys, they should be not the Padres. They should be called the San Diego Cockies.
Whoa. I'm a Padres fan.
I'm
so
sorry, you got to hear that. UCLA
Man.
sucks.
I'm gonna come out with some sort of USC new name for
Yeah,
them.
sure. Well, let's talk about their new facilities that they're building that are first class.
All right, well, let's talk about it.
Yeah, you're gonna see it, man. The video's coming out. They got a brand new. They're gonna flip the baseball stadium, Dado. They're gonna flip it around. Basically, home plate's gonna be in center field, and center field's gonna be where home plate is.
Oh, so they want people to actually hit home runs there.
Yeah, that's how you draw kids in when you.
Well, that's how the wind blows
Title
out.
IX, you can only give so many scholarships.
Yeah. I always wondered why they had it set that way, and I thought it was maybe because of the pitchers.
No, I think they're redoing the whole thing just to put in more luxury boxes. People can watch the game from the parking structure.
They better keep the field the same name, though. I'm going to be.
Oh no,
pissed
it'll stay Gato
he
for sure.
it.
No, it'll stay the same. But they also built a brand new soccer / lacrosse stadium that looks amazing, and also for the football team, 2 brand new football fields with facilities. So, UCLA, I'll give them credit. They actually have great facilities as well. So, both schools are going to be going into the Big Ten ramped up with awesome facilities, and they're going to be able to draw in a lot of kids with recruiting.
Excellent.
So let's switch this up. Let's get back to talking about the U.S. Open that just passed.
Yeah, great tournament. Congratulations, Wyndham Clark.
Wyndham Clark stepped up. He won the Wells Fargo Championship 3 weeks before that, and then comes back and wins this one. And he played well, even though he missed some. He had some horrible lies, and he made some up and downs that were incredible.
And the guys he was going against was Rory and Ricky and Scheffler and Schauffele and Fleetwood and who did you have for the tournament? Who? Because I obviously was on a boat, but
I picked 3. I had Koepka because Koepka is just so.
By the way, Koepka, stop being a bitch. Yeah. Everybody was playing the same golf course with the same.
I love when they complain.
Shit conditions that you were dealing with, and he's complaining. It's like, dude, bro, stop.
First of all, it wasn't that hard of a course. The -10 won it. They really wanted the winner to be at around -2, -3.
I wanted to call him Brooks Reed.
Oh,
that's
God.
how bad he was complaining about shit.
Koepka is a bitch, but hey, I normally call McIlroy a bitch and a complainer for what he's gone through, but I'll give credit due where credit's due. For that guy, with all the pressure on him of the PGA and the LIV, him being the scapegoat, having to come out with all that pressure on his shoulders, and to play the way he did, hey man, well done. Yep. I will give you the golf clap. Rory McIlroy, you played outstanding under fire, and you still got a good payday. Shit, the guy got over $2 million in second place.
That just goes to show you guys that have nuts and don't. Rory shows up, he plays well. Monahan was sick.
Yeah, Monahan. What a douchebag. What a douchebag. Show up, face the music.
Yeah,
you threw everybody under the bus, and all of a sudden you get sick.
Yeah.
Dude, we're all sick.
That guy,
everyone's sick. I'm sick.
Please fire him.
Sick.
PGA, please fire him. What's
the
wrong with
intern
you
hurt
guys?
her back. Everyone's hurting. She needs salon pause immediately. What else we got
so
here?
so you had Koepka.
So I
who
had
else?
Koepka, and I actually had. I know it's hard to believe, but I am on a roll. I haven't picked. I picked Hovland, actual win, but I had Fleetwood and Smith, Cameron Smith, and they both finished tied for fifth. So
And what do I say on this
you
show?
always say bet the top 10 or top
five, top 10, top 20.
and you would have won money if you took that. But I didn't actually get those bets in, and I'm sorry about that. But our boy had to go to the Caribbean with our other friend and his girl. So
Are you blaming this on me?
I didn't say that, or did I?
You kind of alluded to
I'm
it.
just saying I didn't get the picks in because I couldn't find anybody else to come on and help. I guess I gotta go call in.
You need a bookie. I can find you one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I definitely need to find one. So
God, Tommy Fleetwood played great that last day. I was rooting for him so hard.
shot a 63 on the final day. He actually had two putts out there that he knows he could have made with how hot he was playing. He almost shot a 61. Still 101, but man, he would have finished third, tied with Scheffler.
On 18, he lipped that putt to tie for the course record with Ricky and Alexander Schauffele on day one.
Yeah, the reason I picked him is not just because he played well at the Canadian Open the week before, but he hits the ball. He's an iron player, and this was technically a short course. It only had two par fives. It was a par 70. And you got to stay out of that rough. And he hits every single fairway with his iron, and then he hits every green. So that's what you need. You need a good player that stays down the middle and doesn't spray it. Because you spray it and you lose it in that stuff. It was. Oh, there was a ball that got embedded in the. They said it was unplayable, and I couldn't believe it. Rory was able to take the ball out of the side of the
hill,
basically.
Yeah,
okay?
I saw this.
And instead of dropping it in the sand or behind and he actually took the ball closer to the hole, put a club out, and was hitting it off of the fringe. And I'm thinking to myself, you're not supposed to be able to get closer to the hole.
Yeah, that's it. That's interesting.
I need somebody to call in, or well, you can't call in. You're gonna have to email us right now until we get that handled. We're gonna have a phone number real quick to where we can take phone calls and have people rant.
Dirtbag, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
So we talked about Dustin Johnson earlier.
Yes.
And you were talking about how the LIV players, or at least Dustin Johnson, thinks that the PGA players, the Rorys and Zalatoris, those guys are going to get paid something.
Yes.
I always thought that Ricky Fowler stood to make the most money because he has the biggest following of all the golfers.
Yes.
And him and John Daly are crazy popular, like more so than anybody else, like by far, by like 5 times.
Everybody was
fan
rooting
base.
for Fowler on Sunday.
I was too, and I felt horrible that he fizzled out. But to understand how classy Ricky Fowler is, he won. So on day one, he tees off like afternoon. He shoots, -8. So now he's in the back. So every single day, unless he imploded, he was going to shoot at the end of the day.
Right.
He gets done with all of his stuff. It's dark outside. I'm on East Coast time, and I was shocked that they were still playing golf on the West Coast at like 7:30. So he gets done. He signs his scorecard and et cetera, et cetera. And I don't know if you got to see these pictures, but at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, when he's like showered and changed and like turned everything in, and
right.
he walks out, and there's his entire fan base is still out there, and he goes out and he's signing autographs.
Wow, that's awesome.
And
that's why he's loved, man. A lot of other golfers don't do that shit. They won't even shake your hand. They don't say hi. They don't sign anything.
It just goes to show you that Ricky Fowler's just one of the genuine people in the sport, and hopefully other golfers take note of that. And I think he actually stands to make the most money if he does decide to sign with LIV.
Yeah.
Because granted, it's going to be peanuts now, but I always thought he was going to make like $300 million, easy $300 million on LIV if he would have signed with them back when LIV was LIV and they hadn't merged.
I'm telling you, they're all going to take the money now. If they get offered the money with everything that's been put on the table and taken off and put back, I'm telling you, why wouldn't you? You're basically getting a day back with spending with your family. Instead of having to play 4 days, you play 3 days. Instead of wearing pants, you wear shorts.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And then it's a team atmosphere. You get a ton of money up front. Then you also get paid a ton of money if you win the tournament. It's a no-brainer. These guys are going to start to jump ship or whatever. But hey, we got to go to the intern right now and get caught up on any U.S. Open knowledge that might have happened in the past.
So on this day in sports, June 20th, U.S. Open fun facts. Tom Watson in 1982 won the U.S. Open by 2 strokes ahead of Jack Nicklaus at Pebble Beach. Watson birdied on the final hole in one of the greatest moments in golf history. 1999, Payne Stewart won the U.S. Open by 1 stroke over Phil Mickelson at Pinehurst. It was Stewart's second U.S. Open win, but it would be his final because unfortunately he died in a plane crash 4 months later. And in 2014 British Open, Rory McIlroy of Northern Ireland wins wire-to-wire by 2 strokes from Sergio Garcia and Ricky Fowler.
Oh, there we go, Fowler. Lost to McIlroy. I'm glad Sergio lost. I don't like that guy. Man, that's a shame about Payne Stewart. That guy was a great golfer, and I loved how he wore the knickerbockers.
And even more so, the audience loved that guy.
Yep. He was another fan favorite.
He was so big. He was big before John Daly became as big as he became, and before Ricky followed both of them.
Yeah.
As just the guy.
All right. You know what? We're gonna take a break real quick, but we're gonna be back with our picks for the Travelers, and we're also gonna do our segment on the change-up where we talk about nothing about sports. Yeah, check it. Whatever. See ya.
Sports.